What's going on, fellas? I'm here, back in the garage. It is raining. It's June. I'll tell you what's going on here in a little bit. Alright. I'm familiarizing myself with this putty knife because I haven't really used one of these in a minute. And yes, I'm using this big ass stop sign for some reason because I don't really know what to tell you. So, first of all, let me tell you some shit that happened the other day. I thought it was smart to go mountain biking. This stupid fucking thing. With my goddamn neighbors. Ain't nothing wrong with my neighbors. I just went mountain biking with them. Now, I'm gonna tell you something. I've never been mountain biking in my life. I have a mountain bike, an unnecessary one that I don't really need. Just like my road bike, same brand too. We drove like 30 minutes up the road to go fucking to this trail. And I'm telling you, because I'm here today alive, that y'all white people are fucking crazy. You hear me? Crazy. So, we got off the trail, we got out of the truck, took the bikes down. I did like a couple of, man, what the fuck is going on, man? All of a sudden everything's fucking falling. Shit. So, yo, we got out of the fucking truck. And they're looking at it. Took a couple pedals, we on the trail. Immediately, we're headed downhill. And we're headed downhill, and I'm gonna tell you this. Off to the left is a fucking cliff. Or a ridge. Whatever you want to call it, it looked like death to me. So I'm sitting there now, trying to not be a bitch and embrace my first time riding on a fucking trail. Yo. I don't have clips for my mountain bike, so my feet aren't clipped in. I'm now riding over tree bark, rocks, all sorts of shit. Fucking bicycle is shaking my soul, fam. Everything in my body is shaking like a motherfucker. Yo. Next thing I know, I'm still paying attention to the fucking cliffs and not paying attention to the trees coming, and one of them sons of bitches clipped the fuck out of me. That shit kind of hurt my soul, but I wasn't trying to be a bitch about it. Of course, I'm fucking making a mess right now. I wasn't trying to be a bitch about it, and I kept pushing. Yo, a little bit down the trail, one more of them fucking trees jumped out in front of me. Woo, fam. The fucking tree hit me so goddamn hard. The chain on the goddamn sprocket jumped the fuck off the bicycle. That shit was not a game. Between all of that, I'm goddamn still shaking like one of James Bond martinis. One of James Bond martinis, fam. I am getting shook like there is no damn tomorrow. Yo, my fucking feet aren't even stable on the pedals. That's how much I'm getting shook. When I tell you that that entire fucking ride was an event, trust me when I tell you this. I'm out in this Bear Gillis type wilderness on my mountain bike trying to pedal so I don't end up like an Ice-T character in one of them movies. If you don't get the reference, ask somebody older. They might know the movie. Yeah. So I'm still riding along. I get to about mile 12 or 13 and I caught a cramp. I cramped up like there's no tomorrow, fam. Ain't Ain't nothing funny about it. Ain't nothing humorous. It's just like, it got to the point where walking with the bicycle would have probably been easier and pedaling it. That's how much shaking was going on in my shaken, not stirred adventures. So I'm like, yo, I'm gonna keep it pushing. About mile 14, I caught the same cramp again. This time, both of my legs cramped up. When I tell you both of my legs cramped up, I could not fucking pedal anymore. And you should see my big ass frozen on the bicycle, just falling over in the fucking woods. You know that joke? If a tree falls in the woods and nobody's around, do you hear it? Yes. The answer is yes. Nigga falls in the woods, you're gonna hear it. You're gonna hear it. But here's the joke. After I fell, this fucking deer walked up on me, chewing his cud like, you know when somebody looking at you like, what is your bitch ass doing? It's like, what are you doing in here? You know you shouldn't be in here. He looked like he was trying to hit up some of his homies to come laugh at my ass. And that was the gist of that. I swallowed my pride and bitched up and made it the rest of the way. And that's pretty much what happened. It's a very strange way to start off the summer, but I'm gonna tell you this. I'm gonna go get clips from a mountain bike, and the next time I get invited out that motherfucker, this shit won't happen again. And we'll be looking for Bambi and his bitch ass friends. Alright, so let me show you what's going on now. Back to what's important. There's a situation here, and let me tell you, this is very aggravating. It's kind of like body work. It's very aggravating and time consuming. It's like I'm trying to figure out what's the best course of action to take, but slowly but surely it's getting done. So that's what's going on over here with the dash. So I'm gonna stop with this, and we're gonna show you something a little bit more interesting, and we can move along from there. Yo, what's going on? Alright, of course, fan and its unnecessariness is here. We're basically just mock fitting up most of this stuff as we're trying to ensure that things go on, things have the appropriate clearance to some degree, and you can generally see the things that's going to irritate you as life goes forward. But basically, we need to mount the intercooler, but the fan is here. We have a pusher fan. I'm sure we've discussed this before. This is a Spall. We don't need to get into what size it is because I'm fairly certain I should have gotten a smaller one. But we can make it work because can do is always the notion of life. You either can do it or you revolt and burn shit down. Second option doesn't sound that bad. But let's not do that right now. We're not here for anarchy. We're here because in theory we're going to be doing things appropriately. So, intercooler. Intercooler needs to go here. It needs to sit here. There isn't really a kit that's going to support the 2J. There is a kit that supports the M20, and the intercooler is about this size, and everything for that is like, it's so easily mounted. It's phenomenal. It's like, yay. But you know, I had to be the jerk that wanted to do this, so you know, when you want to play with the big boys, you need to cry once, as the saying would go. Just do it one time and sort it out as you go along. So we're going to need brackets to hold it at the bottom. We're going to need brackets to hold it from the top. And while we're also doing that, you need to knot. The idea would be to get it at least halfway, to not fully block all of it. But in theory, this fan will be pulling things towards or through the other intercooler or radiator type apparatus, so in theory it shouldn't be all that bad. So I'm gonna let you know what I did. I bored some holes and used some of the things that go on here and put them underneath there, and I can't remember what you call these things, but they're a wonderful way, instead of like riveting things, kind of bore a hole, drop, put the whatever M size fitting or standard fitting you're putting on there, crimp it, it crushes the thing, it holds it behind the metal, and you can then thread in the thing, thread in a bolt or whatever it is you want to do underneath there. Yeah, that's pretty much what happened. And I already did that. So, I'm going to show you the after effects of that. I have a measurement. This is basically the bottom of it. And see, little hole here. We have these with the aluminum. Whoop, whoop. Alright, stop fucking around, camera. Camera, play with me here. No? Okay, there we go. Maybe you can see that properly. But yeah, you know, we're gonna boom, put this here. We have the part that's already into the metal and it's threaded in, and we're gonna screw this in. So that's gonna happen. So where does this thing go? Ah. Now you're probably saying, oh, them two flimsy ass things that you just put on there show me can't really help a fucking intercooler. You're right. Because there's more. Boom. Made up some other, bent up some other things to hold stuff up. Because, you know, shit's heavy. In the midst of making all of this up, I, while fitting it, put a bolt. Where do we put it? Say it was bigger than this. Say I had something a little bit bigger than this. I had it right here to ensure that the intercooler and the fan weren't rubbing on each other. Because, you know, everybody likes their space. So once again, let's see if we can get this all to cooperate with each other. Alright, this might not have been my smartest idea. Do not have all the nuts and bolts in your hand. Alright, in the midst of all of this, we're going to get to the meat and potatoes of this in a minute. Here goes my problem that I'm currently dealing with. This is an oil cooler. I don't have anywhere to put this motherfucker. Like I honestly don't have, I can't go here. And it can't really fit over here. I'm beginning to wonder if I should cut off this and mount it back here behind, partially behind the thing, but even then, I'll show you what's going on in a minute after we mount up the intercooler. Meat and potatoes, baby. Now let's see if this thing breaks, because it'll just be my luck. It's like, what? It's like you mounted up fine just now. Let me break. Just to prove a point. Where is this goddamn hole? Okay, there's the hole. And just like that, fellas, intercooler is mounted. have the appropriate gap back here where even with a little bit of flex and wiggle, won't touch the fan. It's good to go. But yes, that's what happens when you have a messy floor. But yeah, back to this problem. I have no idea where to put the goddamn oil cooler. Like, see? It's like it can be like behind this shit, but that's gonna be problematic. And I don't even know. I don't know. But yeah, this is what's going on, man. This is what's going on. Other than me almost dying on a mountain bike trail, my birthday not too long past. I got a year older. Yeah, I hope your day's going well. Thank you for checking out the channel. Like, comment, subscribe. Yo, share this son of a bitch with somebody, man. I'm trying to get to 1,000 subscribers. I think I'm at like 360 or 365 or something like that. I don't know. Somebody that appreciates very slow and in-depth car things and doesn't mind profanity. But other than that, hey, holla at me. I'm here. Peace.